Thank you.
This is GT Roku hopping on the comms right now. Probably going to be casting for the rest of top 8. Blue Jays been making quite one hell of a run this 404, taking out some major names, considering also Jazo defeating him to get into this part of the bracket. Right now, fighting versus Moxi was absolutely no slouch, one of the best wolves in the world. We already know this. Actually winning the Georgia Tech Regional at RecCon 2 weeks ago prior, taking a very convincing first place in that bracket, no sets lost. However, Blue Jay no slouch, absolutely keeping this super close right now. This is truly anybody's game. One edge guard, which we know Blue Jay is very much known for going for. And that is going to kill. All right, that's putting up.
Moxi, what's the score? What, was that the first game? Okay.
That is going to put Moxi up 1-0. All right, sorry about that. Some minor technical difficulties are going ahead getting into this game too. Moxi going up 1-0 over Blue Jay. However, Blue Jay's been having a very good run. Let's see how he uses some of his really good adaptation to sort of get ahead in this game. Currently with a very small lead. Something to note, Wolf not having the best out of shield options and Inkling being super elusive, probably having overall the best dash in the game. It's going to be very difficult to kind of pin Blue Jay down. I'm very much liking sort of this use of laser from Moxi. However, a very unsafe dash attack on shield. Inkling, especially while you were inked up, having one of the best up smashes out of shield. Going to go ahead and get that first stock. We're probably going to see Blue Jay start to play a more defensive game here in order to try to maintain this lead. Going for the forward throw instead. Moxi known to do so many mix-ups on shield. Wolf is so scary when jumping around your shield. The threat of a tomahawk or a super strong move is always there. However, Blue Jay staying strong and staying patient in that shield, just taking the jabs on shield there. Slowly eking away at this lead. It's slowly starting to get away from Moxi. 60% on the board, and Blue Jay playing super elusively. I'm surprised no jab block actually came in there, maybe into a down smash. Might have been afraid of the execution. 87%. We are about to reach some very high percent. This is a dangerous situation for Moxi to be in. This might be a booyah. No booyah coming out. Back throw should kill here, even from center stage. I guess not. Moxi knows better than I would. And this is sort of that elusiveness we were talking about that Inkling has. It's so difficult to pin this character down, especially with the lead. And right now, Moxi's looking at 100% on her life. This is not a healthy stock whatsoever. This might be a booyah. Indeed, a booyah. Blue Jay being a very good player, 100% going to know those percents for sure to get those confirms off. Very smart DI out coming in from Blue Jay not to get hit with that dare. Inkling probably would have made it back, but being at the ledge versus Wolf is not somewhere you want to be whatsoever, especially Moxi's Wolf. However, nonetheless, we are looking at a full stock lead for Blue Jay right now. Playing this keep away game that he's been very good at for the entirety of this game. He gets this lead, he runs away. He's getting so many of these grabs on Moxi. You mentioned this before, but it's so scary when Inkling is popping out of the ground because you're not sure if they're going to come out with a move or a grab, and Wolf not having the best out of shield options often struggles in those scenarios. We might be coming up on booyah percents here. If Blue Jay gets another one of these grabs, it could be leading into an up throw. We may have passed the window, however. Moxi at 99%. I think this is a little bit too high. We're definitely at risk of an up smash out of shield killing here. and Moxi at a 107% deficit. This is a huge deficit to say the least. Wolf, not the heaviest character either. However, Moxi known to pull a lot of stuff out of her hat. Super elusive player in her own right. She may be able to eke this one back out. We can see that Blue Jay is slowly trying to look for this grab right now because he might be back in that window, choosing to just get the damage instead and eating so much damage. Wait a minute, this just basically turned into an even game already. We are now seeing Blue Jay at death percent to a back air at ledge. What happened here? 2 seconds ago, oh, that is a super smart. All right, we are tying up this score, 1-1 for Moxi Blue Jay. Wolf definitely being a character that is more susceptible to having some of those offstage interactions get them killed. And this was absolutely no exception. I'm not sure if or if not Moxi actually held down to poke above the ledge there. However, regardless, Inkling's down smash will actually hit off of the side of the ledge there, which is prone to catching recoveries that have hitboxes like that. And even if Wolf was able to live there, it sends at an absolutely terrible angle. Most likely would not have been able to come back regardless at that percent. We have 1-1, some very good adaptations coming in from Blue Jay. Every time he shows up, he usually has a really good run here. This is not an exception to say the least. Right, back at this ledge, covered in ink. This is not where you want to be versus Inkling. People have kind of forgotten since Inkling slowly fell out of the meta, but this character's damage output when you are covered in ink is absolutely outrageous. We may see a 30, 40, 50, maybe even 60% combo come out in moments time. At this ledge versus Moxi, she looks for the bear, but Blue Jay actually very intelligently DIing up to avoid, in a way to avoid that bear. However, this might be another one. As we say that, actually adjusts for the DI this time. Moxi, super fast adjustment coming in. Blue Jay still did DI in and up that time. However, Moxi adjusting for the DI, hitting that bear and getting a super early stock on Blue Jay here. This is where we kind of see Inkling start to struggle. Once Inkling has to play the approaching game and has to play on the back foot, the matchup can become so much harder since Inkling oftentimes struggles to kill. And Moxi, known for being one of the most evasive players, honestly, in Georgia, maybe even in the world, is going to be hard to pin down with this lead, as we're seeing right here. 60% tacked on already, almost 70. This lead is running away in Moxi's favor. This might be a booyah. No, mashing out of the grab just in time. Watch how Moxi peruses around the floors there like a shark in the water. It is so scary trying to land versus her because she is waiting for you to do any defensive options, and her reactions will get you caught. The Blue Jay is stuck at this ledge. It's a scary place to be. And yep, just like that, Moxi is now up 2 stocks, taking almost no damage on her second stock as well. This is a big overall neutral improvement coming in from Moxi. That is probably a kill. Yep. Roller into down smash. Something interesting about Roller. It actually covers all tech options. If you choose a tech option immediately without delaying at all, it will cover everything and you will get buried. A super strong tech option coverage and a bit of matchup knowledge for you to know. However, Moxi is still a full stock up and it's already gone ahead and lapped in this matchup. This is a hard one to say the least. Moxi being one of the most composed players I have ever seen in my experience. And you see how she dashes back and forth with most superior ground movement. He's like, listen, I know that Inkling probably has the best dash in the game, but she is clearly making do with her character here. Playing so elusive, that was they're always known for her to do. We're seeing Blue Jay here trying to play a little bit more aggressive, knowing that he's on the back foot. I'm expecting her. That is so unfortunate. You hate to see it. This is best of 5, my brother. Moxi actually going up 2-1. What I would like to see, honestly, more from Blue Jay going into these next few games is some more edge guarding opportunities. I know it is very, very scary going after Wolf off stage because of the fear of the Wolf Flash. However, Inkling has one of the best recoveries in the game. Honestly, one of the ones that goes the farthest and one of the ones that's the hardest to edge guard as well. I would really like to see some of those edge guarding opportunities. And that is something that separates a lot of the top players from some of the mid and high level players that you will see, is their willingness to actually go off stage. Think about players like Proto Banham, for example. Proto Banham plays a very good Lucina, but half of his kills actually come from going off the level, almost no matter what the matchup is, even if they're a character who is very hard to edge guard. So I'd love to see some of that some more edge guarding coming in from Blue Jay going into this game 4. At the stage pick, we are actually not playing on PS2 in a set for a change. This is a very nice change of pace. Going into the battlefield, some opportunities for some cheeky kind of booyah, some up throw combos coming in from Inkling here. I can see why Blue Jay would choose this stage. All right, Moxi on the hunt, on the prowl, landing versus Moxi is so difficult. We talked about that. Oftentimes you don't land until you get all the way back to ledge. Definitely one of the best players at forcing you into the corner and giving you no options while landing. Already at 111%, Blue Jay is already at death percent to many of Wolf's super strong moves. Moxi is throwing them out to looking for a soft hit nair into a check chase, a strong hit back air. You see here looking for so many of these kill options because Wolves have so many. That's a confirm that I did not know about. Down air into back air. It's rare that you see Wolves hit that in neutral, but Moxi is definitely somebody who is known for hitting so many of these options. And as we were saying before, what is going to be the difference maker in this set? It is going to be the edge guards. This time Blue Jay going super far out so that lead doesn't become super far as it has in the past games. Note in the last game, Moxi having a whole 2-stock lead. Blue Jay does not want that to happen again. Very good adaptation. Back at the ledge, not where you want to be versus Wolf. This is so bad. Narrowly avoiding that down smash. Very intelligently choosing to actually land on stage with landing hitbox, knowing that Moxi was going to rip that down smash at ledge there. I'm very much liking the adaptation that we're seeing from Blue Jay here. Choosing to land in more ambiguous ways as well, which is very important because we talk about how good Moxi is at pressuring you when you are trying to land on the ground. Wolf having one of the best dash dances and fast falls to cover your air dodging options and habits as well. That's so strange. Blue Jay waited for the spot dodge, but actually did not do anything. Ends up getting caught with a combo into the back air. That move is truly a mid-air smash attack. It is absolutely outrageous. Let's see if Moxi can get this, Blue Jay can get this stock before this lead starts to get ahead of him. Jabs the ledge is very scary. 172, so much damage. That fair is going to kill because of the ink. This is actually a rather close game. Blue Jay can make up this damage super easily if he plays his cards right. All right, Moxi's choosing to play very safe here. You see she's actually choosing not to approach very much. Wolf is very good at running away. Okay, that's a kill. That hit. I wasn't expecting that to hit, honestly. All right, that's going to go ahead and put Moxi into winners, sending Blue Jay into losers here. Score going to be 3-1, Moxi's favor. I always enjoy watching